Hi everyone, welcome again to Enjoy English School. I'm Bruce.
大家好，我是 Bernice.
Today is part 2 of our The Origin, the Beginning, Where Did Something Come From lesson. Yesterday we introduced the idea of clowns and told you about who they are, what they do, when they started, what is their origin. That's why they're in this lesson. And today we're going to continue talking about them.
我们今天的追根究底呢，讲的主题就是小丑啦。我们在 Day 1的时候已经知道，小丑为什么会有 clown 的这个字的起源，还有他们原本呢，他们这些表演者，他们做些什么样的事情。
And today we will continue with, are clowns funny or frightening?
到底小丑呢是搞笑的还是可怕的
Are clowns funny or frightening? For some, however, clowns are no laughing matter. This doesn't mean simply finding clowns scary, as many people do. Instead, there is a real clown phobia, coulrophobia. When those who suffer from it see a clown, their first reaction is to turn tail and run. Why would anyone be so afraid of a silly clown? The makeup or face paint is one reason. It hides not only the clown's true identity, but their emotions as well, often twisting them behind a wide, evil smile. The makeup with its oversized eyebrows and lips can also confuse the brain. It makes the face look sort of human and yet inhuman at the same time. Then there's the strange costume. Giant shoes, ultra-baggy pants, and a colorful curly wig. All of this is enough to put some people on edge, not to mention the evil clown-themed horror movies like the famous Pennywise and Stephen King's It. A 2016 poll found that Americans were more scared of clowns than they were of a terrorist attack or even of death itself. However, when it comes to getting laughs, you still can't beat a clown.
Okay, let's begin at the beginning. For some, however, clowns are no laughing matter. Yesterday we talked about the purpose of clowns is to act and perform in front of people to make them laugh, to lift their spirits or lift their mood. But today we are going to find out not the funny part of clowns, but the scary part of clowns. And that's why we say, for some people, clowns are no laughing matter. A laughing matter, usually in the negative. It's no laughing matter means it's serious. For some people, they don't laugh at clowns.
所以这边呢，接下来我们要讲的是，原本我们讲 clowns 就是让大家觉得很快乐的，可是对于有些人来说呢，这个 clowns 呢，其实并不是让你闹着玩的。所以刚刚老师讲了 ，no laughing matter， 就是你要严肃一点，认真的看待他们。所以今天我们要讲的是比较黑暗面。好
This doesn't mean simply finding clowns scary, as many people do. Well, they just told you, many people do think of clowns as scary, and they would not go to a party or a circus that had clowns in it. To find someone in some way means to consider or regard somebody as something.
所以这边的这个 find 呢，不是说找到了，不是，是说类似像老师刚才讲，就是你发觉一件事情，你把这个东西认为是这个样子。所以他说这个意思呢，就是我们刚才讲的 no laughing matter 这样的一个意思，并不是说是呢，仅仅只是让像很多人一样，就是说啊，小丑感觉就是 scary 嘛，就是很害怕，让人家很吓人的。其实呢，不是这个意思的。
Instead of finding clowns funny and making you happy, instead of that, there is a real clown phobia, coulrophobia. Now, phobia is an old Greek word that means fear, a fear of something. In English, we put something fear. Phobia is at the end. Claustrophobia is when people are afraid to be in a small space. Acrophobia is when people fear being high up.
所以刚刚老师讲的一个是密闭恐惧症，一个是就惧高症，好，所以我们都是用 phobia 这个字。所以 phobia 原本就是表示你对一个东西产生的害怕、恐惧的意思。所以他说相反的呢，其实有一种真正的这个对于小丑的一种恐惧症哦，就是有人真的觉得小丑很害怕的这个恐惧症呢，我们就称之为小丑恐惧症。
When those who suffer from it see a clown, their first reaction is to turn tail and run. When those who suffer from fear of clowns, coulrophobia, there are people who really are very afraid of clowns, and if they see one, their first reaction, the first thing they want to do is to turn tail. This is an expression that simply means to turn around and run away. You're not going to go towards the clown, you're going to get as far away as you can.
所以呢，他这边就讲说，如果你有小丑恐惧症的人呢，这种人呐，suffer from 就是患有这样的病的这个人呢，只要他看到小丑出现了，那么第一个他的反应呢，就是立刻转身跑。好，所以这个 tail 就是那个尾巴嘛，所以你转过去看到他的尾巴，就是表示他不敢朝着你走过去，所以立刻转身，立刻逃跑。
Okay, let's take a short break before we continue.
好的。
Why would anyone be so afraid of a silly clown? Well, that's like asking people, why are you afraid of heights? Why are you afraid of being in a small space? Why are you afraid of snakes or spiders or foreigners or something like that? There's really no explanation for this, but they are all phobias. There are hundreds of kinds of phobias.
没错，所以讲到这一个所谓的恐惧症，其实你去问怕高的人说你为什么怕高，就像你问 Bernice 老师你为什么怕蟑螂，没有什么原因，他就是怕 OK 看到他就觉得很恶心这样子，所以他第一句话就说了，为什么会有一些人这么样的害怕这些愚蠢的小丑呢？我们刚刚还称他们为乡村的傻瓜呢，有什么好怕的呢？
Isn't that a God's law?
你看 Bruce 老师好坏，他故意吓我说这边有个蟑螂。
Okay, now the makeup or face paint is one reason. They're changing their appearance. Nobody has a red nose and blue eyebrows and a yellow face.
Only reindeer has a red nose. 就麋鹿有没有？圣诞节那个麋鹿才有一个红鼻子。
Rudolph.
对对呀。OK， 所以刚才老师就说了，为什么大家会怕这个小丑呢？可能有一些原因是因为化妆，他的那个脸上的这个 paint， 他的这个彩妆哈，有可能是因为这样的原因，所以呢是其中的一个大家害怕他们的原因。
It hides not only the clown's true identity, but their emotions as well, often twisting them behind a wide, evil smile. So the it here is the makeup. By using makeup and changing your appearance, you may confuse, especially children. They're used to seeing normal people without face paint. And sometimes, very often, the clown's mouth will be especially large, and it may be painted as a frown or painted as a smile, but it doesn't change. And normally we change our appearance.
Yes, that's true. 所以老师刚才讲的就是，尤其是这个笑容的部分，因为他都是把嘴巴画得很大一个，有没有？然后都是笑笑的，所以不管他今天是生气啦，还是怎么样，你都只有看到一个笑容。所以就是因为他脸上的这样的一个涂彩，这样的一个彩妆。所以呢也 hide 就隐藏起来了，不但是隐藏了这些小丑真正的这个身份，同时呢也把他们的 emotions 也都就是他们的情绪也都被隐藏，因为你不知道他到底现在是喜怒哀乐是哪一种，因为他都是笑笑的。那就是因为这样的状况呢，所以通常会 twist 就是曲解了扭曲了 他们呢的这样的一个他们的面部表情就是这样被扭曲，尤其是在这样的一个 wide， 因为他们笑的时候那个都是很灿烂的笑容，但是这个笑容又看起来有点邪恶的感觉。
The makeup, the face paint, with its oversized eyebrows and lips, can also confuse the brain, especially again with children. They are not used to seeing a person looking anything like this.
对，所以小朋友尤其会被 confuse。OK， 所以就是因为呢，他们的脸上这个彩妆呢，因为他们的这一个 oversized 的，就是太大的，好这些眉毛啦或嘴唇这样子画的，所以呢，有的时候确实会让我们的大脑产生混淆。
Again, we start with the it.Going back to the word makeup or face paint, it makes the face look sort of human. 2 eyes, a nose, even if it's a big red nose, and a mouth, even if it's a big mouth that doesn't change. And yet inhuman at the same time. So it looks kind of human, but everybody knows that's not how people really look.It confuses especially children.
没错，所以接下来他就讲了，就是呢 ，it 一样是指他的 makeup， 他的这个脸上的这个化妆的这个彩妆呢，有的时候会让他们的脸呢看起来好像是人类，因为你有眼睛啊，有鼻子，有嘴巴都有啊，所以你是个人类啊。可是呢，同时又感觉你不太像人类，因为谁的鼻子是这么红呢？谁的嘴巴都是带着微笑呢？所以又像人又不像人。这边加了 in 是一个否定的字首，比如说我们讲 formal 叫正式的 ，informal 就是不正式的，好，所以加了 in 就是有一个相反的意思。
Correct. Incorrect.
Yes， 对，正确跟不正确。
All right, let's take a short break. Okay, in the last paragraph, the one we just discussed, we talked about the face paint or the makeup as being one reason children and some adults feel very uncomfortable around clowns. We're now going to look at other reasons. Then there's so it's not only the makeup, but the strange costume, the clothes one wears, especially to a party or to a special event, can be called a costume. If it's very formal, you could also call it a uniform. But the clown's costume is just crazy. Nobody looks like that, really. What is the costume? Giant shoes. I think we had the word oversized before. Very, very big. Nobody has feet that big. Ultra baggy pants. Pants that have too much material. It almost looks like they stepped into a balloon. And a colorful curly wig. Wig is 假发. It's not your real hair. So you can change its color. You can put many colors in it. It can be straight. It can be curly. Any way you like.
好，我们接下来就要讲呢，除了他的脸上的彩妆让人家觉得怎么长得不太像人类，另外一个就是他们的奇装异服了 costume， 好，就是这奇装异服。那老师刚刚有讲，如果比较正式的场合穿的衣服，我们就叫 uniform。好，那么第一个就是他们穿很大很大的鞋子，哪有人穿这么大的鞋子？再来呢是无敌宽松的裤子 ，OK，ultra 就是超级好，无敌宽 baggy 像一个大袋子，老师刚刚说像个气球一样，好的这样的一个裤子，然后再来呢是他的头发是卷的。卷的也就算了，他是戴个假发，而且他的假发是 colorful， 有绿的，有黄的，有什么白的，什么颜色都有，所以确实看起来不太像人，对不对
？Now remember, I said curly is one kind. It can also be straight, or it can be punk, like you're afraid of something.
Okay.
There are many different styles of wigs.
没错。
All of this is enough to put some people on edge.Not to mention the evil clown theme from horror movies, like the famous Pennywise in Stephen King's It, which I didn't see and I don't think I want to see now.
So frightening.
Okay. So that would put me on edge. That means it would make me feel very nervous, a part afraid, a part nervous. You don't feel comfortable if you're on edge. That's if you go to, say, a circus where clowns are supposed to be funny and entertain people. But there have been many books and movies written about evil clowns, people who look like a clown and they're supposed to make people laugh, but they're evil people. They will hurt you, maybe even kill you.
很可怕。所以呢，所有刚才我们上面讲的这些都足够呢，让人们觉得，哎呦 ，on edge， 就是觉得好紧张哦，没有办法冷静下来的意思。好，更不用提了 ，not to mention， 就是更不用提呢。我们还有这个在恐怖电影里面，好，这种邪恶小丑的这个主题，好，这个主题就是从那个恐怖电影里面来的。比如说呢，有一部电影呢，就是 Stephen King 他的这个电影，好，是这个 Pennywise 的一个片子，叫做 It。好，那这个片就翻成他，就是 it， 就是那个他。这个 it 就是指那个小丑，他躲在那个下水道，有没有？然后就会有小朋友说：“哎，怎么下面有一个就是穿着 make up 是这样子，然后穿着怪怪，然后小朋友就会很好奇，他抓住了小朋友的好奇心，小朋友就会靠近他，然后这时候他就把小朋友抓走，好可怕哟！好，这个就是这部电影。
Yeah, there was one of these famous movies, and several of them, with the character Chucky. The little clown.
恰吉，对，也是在那个衣柜里面、房间里面，有没有？也是很可怕，会拿刀子杀你的。
Okay, continuing. 2016 poll found that Americans were more scared of clowns than they were of a terrorist attack or even of death itself.
Wow.
Well, that's surprising. Just a few years ago, adults were asked, well, how do you consider clowns? What do you think about clowns? And some of the answers surprised people. They're really, really afraid, more afraid of clowns than anything else.
没错，所以在2016年呢，就有一个民意调查里面发现了，就是说美国人呢，他们其实非常非常的害怕这个小丑，甚至呢超过于他们对于恐怖攻击事件的那种害怕。所以 they were 就是在那个时候 of a 就是这中间就是省略的那个 more scared， 甚至超过了怎么样一个对于这个恐怖攻击的这个害怕，或者甚至超过什么呢？死亡本身这件事情，可见美国人更害怕小丑。好
Okay, and we finish with, however, when it comes to getting laughs, you still can't beat a clown. So some people will hire a clown, say for a family birthday party for the kids, and the adults can go to a special service and choose the clown that they think might be
not too scared.
Not too scary.
好，所以呢，这边最后一句话其实还是回到了小丑的这一个比较正面的形象啊，就是说呢，可是呢，当我们提到了 when it comes to， 就是当我们一说到，记得这个 to 是一个介系词，所以它后面要接 ing。当我们一提到带给人家欢笑的时候呢，其实啊，你实在没有办法把小丑给打败 beat， 就是这个小丑还是在这一个让人家娱乐、让人家欢笑里面最厉害的一个角色。
Okay, that finishes our explanation of the lesson. Let's take a short break and we'll review some important vocabulary.
好的。
Okay, we're back now to finish up with vocabulary. The first word is scary, and we've said it so many times, I'm sure you know what it means. There's another word for it, frightening. Fright, F-R-I-G-H-T, F-R-I-G-H-T means fear. Frighten, E-N, makes it a verb to make people feel afraid. I-N-G then becomes the adjective. A frightening picture, a frightening story is a scary story.
所以 scary 跟 frightening 都是形容词，表示让人害怕的。
Suffer from is our next item. That means to feel pain or sometimes fear.
所以当我们遭受到一些苦难啦、疼痛的时候，就会用到 suffer from。
The third word is reaction, and that is your response to something.
就是你对一个东西的反应当名词。
R-E-S-P-O-N-S-E. R-E-S-P-O-N-S-E, response. Number 4, identity.
名词的意思当作人的身份。
Number 5, twist. Twist is to turn, and the idea is it may be okay, but sometimes you may twist too far and break something.
对，所以 twist 这边当动词就是指扭曲的意思。
Next is confuse. I thought I understood that, but now I'm not so sure. I'm confused.
对，当动词的意思呢，就是指你觉得产生了误解，好像有一点不太了解这个意思，有点让你混淆了。
Number 7, we talked about costume. Costume are special clothes that we wear for special occasions.
所以我们为了特殊的场合所穿着的一些奇装异服。
And the last item, on edge, nervous or afraid.
所以这边是一个片语，表示呢你会感到紧张不安的。
Okay, that concludes our second lesson about clowns. Hope you enjoyed it, and don't be afraid of clowns. Have a good time. Laughter is the best medicine.
没错，所以笑还是最好的良药哦。
Until the next time,
Bye.